Oh, welcome back to the ForkU library. Today we are talking about robots. So today, definitions are about robots. I'm going to be talking about all the terms that came up in my 3 videos on robots last week. Hopefully you checked them out, hopefully you enjoyed them, but if there were any terms you're confused about, stay tuned because I'm gonna fix that. Alright, so in doing my research on robots, I found myself in the robot rabbit hole. So the robot rabbit hole is that place right next to the uncanny valley where you find lots of Boston Dynamics videos. If you go too deep into the robot rabbit hole, we might find ourselves in a world like iRobot. And iRobot, of course, is a wonderful movie starring Will Smith about robots. Watch it. iRobot could have only been made better if there were some Roombas in it. So Roombas are just about the silliest thing I've ever seen. They are a vacuum robot. So Roombas are a robot. We have to admit it, they are. So a robot, according to Anka Dragan of UC Berkeley, as I said in my video, is a physically embodied, artificially intelligent agent that can take actions that have effects on the physical world. That's the most technical definition of this whole video, so I hope you enjoyed it. So if you're especially lazy, the kind of robot you might have is a fridge robot. So a fridge robot is a robot that literally drives your drinks to you. It's also a robot that all the other robots make fun of. Sad. A fridge robot doesn't have much intelligence. So intelligence. In the robotic sense, intelligence is simply taking in sensory input from the environment, making a decision about that input, and performing a corresponding output. It can be more complicated than that, but that's the basic definition. Robots have to be intelligent, but they also have to be autonomous. So autonomy is the ability to act without outside influence or control. So if you believe that autonomy isn't real, you probably believe in a deterministic universe. So a deterministic universe is one that's governed by cause and effect, and there is no such thing as choice, free will, everything is predetermined and will happen exactly as it is meant to as a result of cause and effect. If you don't really understand that, it's okay. So the idea of a deterministic universe might help you cope with the fact that you hate your job. So what is your job? Well, your job is that thing that you do every day so you can have money to afford to buy neat stuff like Roombas. You might be worried about losing your job. If so, you might want to head over to willrobotstakemyjob.com. So what is willrobotstakemyjob.com? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a website where you type in your job and it tells you if robots will take your job. So I don't even know why I had to explain that one. Will Robots Take My Job might have some bad news for you if you work at McDonald's. McDonald's is the world's biggest fast food franchise where they make French fries and hamburgers in vats of shame. You losing your job at McDonald's to robots is really fascinating for economists. So economists are those people that took the same classes as businessmen in college but now make a fraction of the money. Economists probably aren't big fans of memes. So what are memes? If you're watching this video, you probably know what a meme is. It's that thing that your mom calls a meme. And of course, the next word is machine-based intelligence. And you might be wondering, does machine-based intelligence connect to memes? No, machine-based intelligence connects to nothing. That's why it's at this point in the video. Stop asking questions. So machine-based intelligence is the intelligence associated with performing a specific task. So if you're the kind of robot that has machine-based intelligence, you probably do a lot of beep booping. Now what is beep booping? Beep, boop, that's it. You know what I hope doesn't do any beep booping? Teledildonics. So teledildonics are Wi-Fi enabled sex toys, and that's really all I want to say about teledildonics. If you're that curious, go look it up. So if teledildonics aren't enough for you, or you don't have a significant other for which to use your Wi-Fi enabled sex toys, you might pick yourself up a sex robot. So what's a sex robot? It's a robot that's main function is to have sex with you. Really don't like that I just had to say that. You did this to me. So one of the leading sex robots right now are real dolls. So real dolls are created by a company called Abyss Creations, and they are at the forefront of the sex robot technology. They have conversational AI, heaters to mimic body heat, all sorts of fun stuff like that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. The main real doll that they've come out with is named Harmony. Now, Harmony is a robot that will give you nightmares if you ever see her without her face on. Now, the creators of Harmony might want to argue that Harmony has human emotion. She does not. So what are human emotions? Human emotions are those things that make every wonderful thing in life worth having and also ruins every wonderful thing in life worth having. If you don't have human emotions, you might be a psychopath. Psychopaths are those people that have the unique experience of enjoying life without the weight of human emotions, sometimes leading them to commit horrible acts like murder or becoming your boss. Something that might turn you into a psychopath is the uncanny valley. So the uncanny valley is a moment in which a human sees a robot that is near indistinguishable from what they know a human to look like, and they experience an extreme moment of existential dread. The uncanny valley is probably what led to the formation of the campaign against sex robots. So the campaign against sex robots is a group founded by Dr. Kathleen Richardson in order to stop a future in which everybody is using sex robots because they believe that it will lead to a complete loss of human empathy and connection. I think they might have a point. A group of people who might be upset with the campaign against sex robots are teenagers. Of course, teenagers are a big mess of sex hormones, Mountain Dew, and porn. So what's porn? Do I really have to do this? Are you really gonna make me explain porn? Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to tell you to Google it. I feel like I can't recommend Googling porn. Now, if you're a porn star, you probably wish you had an unstoppable erection. Let's just say be careful what you wish for. If everybody had unstoppable erections, it might lead to the end of the world. The end of the world is that moment when you, your family, everything you love and cherish is reduced to a pile of rubble and ash on a stain that used to be Earth. Sad. One way that the world might end is the robocalypse. The robocalypse is an apocalypse brought on by robots. If the world is about to end from the robocalypse, we might perform the final countdown because it's a catchy song, and if the world's ending, we need to dance. The final countdown might be the only way to stop killer robots from killing you. So killer robots are robots that want to kill you. We're getting pretty thin here on definitions, guys. Wasn't a whole lot of complicated words in those videos. I don't even know why you're watching this. So killer robots have led to the campaign to stop killer robots. The campaign to stop killer robots is a group of people that campaigns against automated weapons. They go to security conferences and they try to get bans in different countries made on all autonomous weapons. Unfortunately, their words are not very often heard. If the campaign to stop killer robots is successful, we might avoid FOOM. So what is FOOM? Well, FOOM is that moment where an artificial intelligence reaches a level where it starts teaching itself to become more intelligent recursively until it becomes way more intelligent than we can handle. FOOM might lead to the singularity. So the singularity is that moment where artificial intelligence matches human intelligence. One of the principles that has led to this belief that something like the singularity is coming is Moore's law. So Moore's law is the law that the number of transistors that fits on an integrated circuit doubles approximately every 2 years, making computers twice as smart. Moore's law is no longer holding as well because of silicon. Silicon is a non-metal chemical element that is used as a superconductor and is the backbone of most modern computing, i.e. Silicon Valley. If we ever get to a point where we're not using silicon in robots, they might get so smart that they need a kill switch. So a kill switch is something that you would put in the brain of a robot to turn it off the moment that it gets murderous or violent thought. A kill switch might be out of the question if we end up in the world of quantum computing. Quantum computing is the computing that uses quantum mechanics, and I don't have a better understanding of it than that right now. Stay tuned for a future video on quantum computing. Okay, so this has been all the definitions from my 3 robot videos. If there are any terms I missed that you still want to know, please comment below. All of my social media links are below. ForkU Official on Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, Twitter, and Steemit. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and slap the bell before you go so you can keep up to date with all my new videos, and I will see you in my next video. That's ForkU!